What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Maurice, the sports historian, back again with another video. This time, as you can tell by the thumbnail and as you can tell by the title of the video, we're going to be recapping the 2024 Royal Rumble pay-per-view. It is the first WWE pay-per-view of the year, and we're going to be recapping it. I'm going to give you guys my thoughts, my opinions on what happened last night. If you guys enjoy wrestling content, if you guys like sports content in general, you will be getting more of that on this channel. So please do me a favor, hit the like button and subscribe for more videos, please. So we're going to start off in order, and that means we're going to start off with the Women's Rumble. Number one came out Natalya. Cool, good choice for number one. Number two is where we started to, they started it early with the Women's Rumble. Naomi returned from her leave. She left WWE some time ago. She went over to TNA, won the Knockouts Championship, recently lost the Knockouts Championship to Jordynne Grace at Hard to Kill, and now she's back in WWE. Very, very excited, very happy to see Naomi back in a WWE ring. I was very impressed with her performance in the Rumble. I thought she did phenomenal. She lasted a really fucking long time. She came in top two, and I believe, don't quote me on this, but I believe she stayed until the last six. I believe she was a part of like the final six women. And when we get to that, I'm not gonna lie, the ending to this Rumble match was fire. And I'm getting ahead of myself because I literally just talked about the number two entrant, but hey, it was a good match. It was a good match. What can I say? Bayley came in at number three. Bayley was my pick to win the Rumble. We knew that she was going to have a high number because of SmackDown. She wasn't happy with her choice. But she came in at number three. And also, along with Naomi, she was a part of that final six. And I'm not going to spoil it right now if you haven't seen the Rumble. But obviously, there will be spoilers in this video. There weren't very many storylines going into the Rumble that really made sense besides Becky winning or Bayley winning. And if I had to choose between the two right now, I would choose for Bayley to win. And obviously, as we know, she did end up winning. Candice LeRae came in after that. Didn't have too much to say. She did have an impressive showing, though. I liked some of the spots that she did. Number five, right? Number five, I didn't recognize the music. And that's my fault. That's my fault. I was supposed to watch Hard to Kill actually on the day that it was, happening. And I will watch Hard to Kill soon. But I didn't recognize the music, and then out comes fucking Jordynne Grace, TNA Knockouts champion, who quite literally just took the title off of Naomi not even 2 weeks ago. Big surprise. Obviously, we saw Mickie James was the first Impact superstar to come over and compete in the Rumble, but I'm very, very glad that we had this little cameo from Jordynne Grace. Hopefully this means that they can start to open that forbidden door a little bit more. I doubt it because there was already precedent for this to happen in a Rumble match. But hey, fingers crossed. That's all I'm going to say. Fingers crossed. After that, we got our first little bit of drama within Damage Control and the entire storyline during this Rumble. Asuka came in at number 7, and by her face, we could tell Bayley did not expect Asuka to be in this match. She expected to go it alone and without the help of Damage Control. Shortly after that, Bianca came in, and after Bianca, Kairi Sane came in, so then that was both members of Damage Control in the match. And they got eliminated pretty quick. Asuka, when we think about Asuka was, top 3 last Rumble. She won the first Rumble. Kairi Sane just came back. Considering all of that, those two got eliminated pretty quickly, and I think it was the right choice because it made Bayley's win. Number one, she didn't have help for hardly any portion of the Rumble. When Asuka came in, she had that little bit of help. I don't even remember if she teamed up with Kairi at all, like did any, team moves or anything. Again, I don't think she did that. So she didn't really have very much help from Damage Control, which made her win oh so sweet. Chelsea Green entered. Chelsea Green was funny as hell during this match, bro. Chelsea Green entered, and Piper Niven after her. She kept getting squashed by Piper and Nia Jax when she entered. And it was very funny. This Rumble had a lot of comedic spots. It was that R-Truth messing up Valhalla's spot because he entered after her, and I guess she was distracted. That shit was funny. Maxine Dupree hit the reverse caterpillar. That was also funny. This Rumble, it was very, very good. It started off heat. They started off that top 5 with Jordynne Grace and Naomi and Bayley. Shit was fire. It did slow down towards the middle. Nia Jax came in at 19. Pretty soon after that, she started clearing house, tossed motherfuckers over the rope, the standard Nia Jax procedure. She did very well in this match, though. And I will say, I've enjoyed her return up until this point. I think that she's been pretty all right in the ring. Still don't really want to hear her talk because she's just not a talker. But her return has been good. So, Nia Jax does her thing, and I noticed before the music hits, the camera pans out, I'm like, all right, well, we know who this is. At number 28 comes Jade Cargill. Bro, when I tell you she looked phenomenal, her music, her Titantron, which please, can we go back to the classic Titantron with not just their name and their logo and shit like that. But hey, whatever. Her music, her attire, her Titantron, she looked great. She was fantastic. Then she gets into the match, immediately picks a fight with Nia Jax, and the most effortless fireman's carry I've ever seen. The most I'm so dead ass. She picked her up with ease, and then boom, dropped her on her ass, and then eliminated Nia Jax, and then eliminated Becky Lynch, and I forget who, but she eliminated 2 more people after that. She was not fucking around during this Royal Rumble, and I like how they presented her. It worked on me, you know what I'm saying? She was presented as a star. She looked like a star. Hopefully this means she joins the Red brand, potentially starts beef with Nia Jax. I don't know. But yeah, very, very, very good debut in the Women's Rumble for Jade Cargill. We also saw some NXT stars. We saw Tiffany Stratton, who was also a part of that Final 6. Again, that's somebody to watch out for. I love Tiffany Stratton. Shout out to Tiffany. We also saw Roxanne Perez. I will say, I wish we could have saw a few more NXT stars. I would have liked to see maybe Lash Legend in the Rumble. This goes for the men as well. I would have liked to see Dijak. Spoilers, he wasn't in it. Dijak, I would have liked to see. We saw Mello. I would have liked to see Trick, but that's just my nitpick. So then, shit's going as planned. Then we get to the Final 6. Now, I have very, very big feelings about this Final 6. Number one, it was executed masterfully. If I remember correctly, it was Jade. I think Becky was in the Final 6. I know Bayley was in the Final 6. It was Naomi, Tiffany Stratton, and the number 30 entrant, the surprise that I guess some people may have forgotten about. Liv Morgan returned at number 30 in the Rumble. And as I'm thinking about Liv Morgan, I saw an hour after the Women's Rumble, somebody had took the shot where the losers were sitting up against the barricade, just looking at Bayley in the ring. Somebody has said, I'm gonna put the meme up if I remember to, but somebody has said Stephon Diggs has caused irreparable damage to our sport. And if you know, I'll put the meme up so that it's funny, but hey, that was pretty damn funny to me. Bro, the end of the sequence was so fucking fire. So it was Bayley, Jade Cargill, and Liv Morgan as the final 3. They all go onto the apron. Oh shit, bro, before we get to that, my favorite spot hands down in this match was how Jordynne Grace got eliminated. Again, she put up a really strong showing in this match, and I like that because she's a champion. She should be, portrayed like a champion. Her and Bianca Belair got into it, right? They're on the apron. They're going back and forth. My mind was thinking, are they going to eliminate each other? Nope. Bianca Belair hits her with a fucking KOD on the apron. No bullshit. I popped so hard when I saw that. That shit was so crazy to me. I fucked with it heavy. But yeah, going on back towards this Final 6, I can't believe I forgot that. I just had to mention that. That was my favorite spot in the Women's Rumble. Damn near my favorite spot for the entire pay-per-view. But yeah, we got down to that Final 6. It was then down to the Final 3. It was Bayley, Jade Cargill, and Liv Morgan. Bro, when I tell you, they was double teaming the fuck out of Jade Cargill, hitting her in her midsection. Jade Cargill trying to fight him off. She using her athleticism to pull herself back into the ring. They pulled her back down. They was beating her up, bro. They was jumping the fuck out of her. That shit was hilarious. Bayley slides back into the ring. So now it's just Liv Morgan and Jade Cargill on the apron. Jade gets eliminated with an oblivion from Liv Morgan. But oh wait, Bailey slide kicks Liv Morgan off the apron, and she's going to fucking WrestleMania. I'm so happy, bro. I'm so happy Bailey won, bro. She hasn't been a face since her initial heel turn. The way I see it, this is gonna go the route of Evolution, where they're gonna turn on Bailey, and the route I see it, I see this working out like Evolution. If you guys remember, Batista had the opportunity to go after the WWE Championship and the World Heavyweight Championship. Obviously, Triple H was holding the World Heavyweight Championship, and that's who we chose to go after. We saw the face turn. We saw Batista go on to win that WrestleMania, and, you know, the rest is history. We haven't seen Bailey as a face since her initial heel turn back. Damn, when was it? Shit, was it like, I don't even remember when it was, but was it like 2018? 2019? I don't remember. But we haven't seen her as face since that initial face turn. I'm so ready to watch Bailey get that win at WrestleMania. I'm ready to see her turn face, and I'm also ready to see her take that title off of Io Sky. That's don't kill me. That's just what I want to see. All right. But overall, that Women's Rumble was fucking fire. Yeah, I don't have any complaints. Nitpick, I wish I would have maybe seen a little bit more NXT stars, but hey, I'm not tripping. So then, this was a shocker. We move on to the WWE Championship match, the Fatal 4-Way between Roman Reigns defending his title against LA Knight, Randy Orton, and AJ Styles. I was surprised when I figured out that this wasn't main eventing, only because Roman Reigns, I can't remember a time that he was on the card and didn't main event, but main event makes sense as we know who won the Men's Rumble. This match was cool. I don't have very many thoughts on it. It just felt a little short. I don't know. There were a decent amount of good spots in this match. Everybody hit their finisher on Roman, and it was fucking funny. I think LA Knight was the first. Yeah, LA Knight was the first. He hit him with the BFT. He was knocked out cold, and then AJ Styles interrupted that. Later on, AJ Styles hits him with a Styles Clash. LA Knight interrupts that. I think that they're going to go against each other. It's going to be... I think that LA Knight and AJ Styles, they're going to continue this beef because, you know, now that Roman's safe, his championship is safe, and he has no true contenders right now. I just lied. But now that his championship is safe for now, but now that he doesn't have a current contender that he'll face like tomorrow, I think that WWE would be suited to go into this LA Knight versus AJ Styles feud. Just go into it a little bit more. Hey, it could end at Elimination Chamber for all I know. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, the match was good. I just felt that it was a little short, and I also felt like Roman looked kind of weak during this match. Now, forgive me when I say this because, again, it is a fatal 4-way, and it's every man for himself. And literally at the beginning of the match, they all jumped Roman Reigns in the corner. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is this didn't show us Tribal Chief Roman in this match. It was just Roman Reigns, if that makes any sense. Obviously, he was still the Tribal Chief and shit, and he ended up winning the match. And he had Solo help him, but whatever, it's a fucking fatal 4-way. Did we honestly expect that there was going to be no interference from Solo Sikoa? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Roman just felt a little weak in this match, and I don't know. Maybe I'm being nitpicky, but obviously this match, they did shorten it because of the ending of the Men's Rumble. So I guess we have that to look forward to now. And I'll also say this. I really liked how they cut to all of the champions tuning into the Rumble. First it was Io, then they cut to Rhea, and then during the Men's Rumble, Seth was in the skybox, and then so was Roman. So they just cut to them and shit. Looked pretty nice. Also, I gotta mention it. The camera work for this damn near this entire pay-per-view, I don't know what was going on with it, but it kind of hindered my enjoyment just a little bit because it was spots where like, it's action happening. What the fuck are we tuned into this for? You know what I'm saying? It was mainly noticeable during the Women's Rumble. Again, that Rumble was fire, but I just have to comment on that. I didn't like, that was mad annoying. And also, I forget it might have been during Chelsea Green's entrance. They cut to like a drone view maybe on accident. It was, I don't know. It was just weird, man. It was just weird production gaffes. Hopefully they tighten that up because, like, come on, bro. You have one job. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, moving on to the U.S. title match. This was a good match. I knew that Kevin Owens and Logan Paul were going to put on a show for us, and they did. There was this one point during the match where I'm like 95% sure Kevin Owens called out the spot to Logan mid-match. He Irish whipped him towards the rope. Looked like he was going to go for a pop-up powerbomb. Logan Paul jumps over him, counters it, does all that shit. It just shows that Kevin Owens, he's a true professional. He's been doing this shit for like 20 plus years, man. That's my fucking guy. I fuck with Kevin Owens, for real. This match had a weird finish though, right? So one of Logan's like guys, I don't know who this was. It didn't look like the dude that gave him the brass knuckles when he took the title off Rey Mysterio. So I don't know who this guy is, but one of Logan Paul's dudes, he jumped the barricade and was like, "Yo, Logan, what's up?" I don't know. Pat McAfee. Oh, Pat McAfee was back. I didn't mention that. Pat McAfee was back. He seemed to know who he was. Then Theory and Waller came out. Grayson Waller's like, "Hey, nah, he's cool. He's supposed to be here," which he's not because it's during the fucking match, but whatever. And then Theory passes Logan Paul the brass knuckles. KO spots it. Nah, you're not using those brass knuckles against me. He takes them off of him, and he uses them himself to knock Logan Paul the fuck out. Boom. 1, 2. And then they fucking zoom in on the ref, bro. The ref has never had this amount of clarity of vision for him to see shit like that. But all of a sudden, this motherfucker sees KO with the brass knuckles in his hands. And of course, that's grounds for DQ. So the winner of the match via DQ and still United States champion is Logan Paul. I was thoroughly entertained by that match. And I felt like that match was a really good appetizer for the main event, which was the men's rumble. With the men's rumble, I had a few, not issues, but like few things I noticed. They paced this really, really fast, and for a good reason, because for a few good reasons. It had to do with our Final Four. We got extended time with the Final Four, and then even more extended time with the Final Two. And then also, given the recent news, the recent lawsuit about Vince McMahon, Brock Lesnar was also named I don't believe he was a part of the suit, but he was named without being named, essentially, as a part of the shenanigans that was going on, the bullshit that was going on. So he wasn't a part of this Rumble, and you could tell there was a spot like, yo, this is supposed to be Brock Lesnar's spot. It was when Braun Breaker faced off against Gunther. I didn't mind that because fuck Brock Lesnar. We not fucking with dude. If, all that shit that happened is true. Those text messages are very damning though. So I'm not fucking with him. I'm glad he wasn't back for this. And I hope he stays far gone. But yeah, you could tell that Brock Lesnar was planning to be in this match. And he wasn't in the match. So yeah, that's that. But again, they paced this like really fast. So the first two came out was Jimmy and Jay. I believe Jay was a number 1, Jimmy was a number 2. Jimmy got eliminated relatively quick. I thought that they were going to do more with Jimmy and Jay. My hope was that Jimmy eliminates Jay and then he gets eliminated himself, and then that, sets up for the WrestleMania match, the Jimmy versus Jay match. That didn't happen. Jimmy got eliminated on his own accord, and it was pretty shocking to me when it happened. But then I noticed So during both matches, they had like timers for the entrance. So there was a big disparity between like the time that each entrant was in the Rumble. And what I mean by that is, by the time the crowd started to thin and we was really getting down to the nitty gritty, Jay had been in the Rumble for like 50 minutes. The next closest person, I believe, was Cody with 25 minutes. Also, they saved most of the heavy hitters for 15 and below. Not even most of. They saved all the heavy hitters for 15 and below. I believe Cody was like 14 or 15, and after that, we didn't see Drew until the final 3. We didn't see Punk until like the final 4. I knew that they were setting up big things for the final 4. Speaking of the Final Four, bro, this motherfucker Drew McIntyre, right? He goes and he claymores every single person in the ring. It's the Final Four. He claymores Gunther, he claymores CM Punk, he claymores Cody. This motherfucker starts monologuing to CM Punk and gets eliminated, bro. Like, oh my god. Drew, and I fuck with Drew heavy, but like, damn, bro, why you so damn stupid? He only hurt himself with that shit. And it was just like, god damn it, Drew. Again with this shit. You're fucking yourself over and you don't even realize it. But hey, shit happens. Before we get into this final three, the entirety of the Judgment Day was in the match, which, alright, damn, you feel me? But I kind of got an inclination, just a little bit, that Damian Priest was gonna cash in on Gunther during the during the match. But he didn't come out with his briefcase, and I didn't expect Rhea to come out during the Men's Rumble. So my dreams of that, well, not really dreams, but it was just a passing thought. I thought that, hey, maybe Damian Priest would not be fucking stupid for a change. I don't know. But nah, Damian Priest, they gotta use that motherfucking Money in the Bank, bro. In kayfabe, Damian Priest is the dumbest Money in the Bank winner like ever. Damn near. I don't know. He might be second. Because John Cena fucking announced to CM Punk that he was going to take his title from him the next week on Raw. And that shit pissed me off. Because we getting into tangents that are not related to this Royal Rumble. The final three, Gunther got eliminated by Cody. A call back to, obviously last year's Royal Rumble where they were the final two. And then there were two. It was CM Punk and it was Cody Rhodes. Cody and Punk, they had their back and forth. Cody hit him with a crossroads first. Couldn't eliminate him because he was just too dead tired from, being in the Rumble. CM Punk hit him with a GTS. Same story, couldn't do it. And then, right, the momentum swung in CM Punk's favor. This is where me as the fan, kicked in. I don't know if you've noticed, but I wanted CM Punk to win. And there was a moment where, right, CM Punk gets him with a double underhook, boom, hits him with a pedigree. And then Corey Graves makes a comment like, yo, the history behind that pedigree. That motherfucker Punk, he looked at Corey and was like, yo, that pedigree, can't believe I just did that shit, right? Oh my, bro, he did that shit and I popped, bro, because I just knew CM Punk was going to win after that. I just knew he was going to win. And then, right, shortly after that, he still has momentum. He says, motherfucker, I didn't come back. I ain't wait 10 years just to lose to Dusty's kid, right? Now, anybody with 2 brain cells knows that certain shit you can tell, what's supposed to happen in a finish. If you've been watching wrestling long enough, you pay attention to cues and certain shit, you can pick up on what's supposed to happen. I didn't pick up on that being Cody's cue that, yeah, he's going to win this motherfucker. But, like, bro, I was just too blinded, bro. I saw CM Punk, man. He had the momentum. Everything was going in his way. It was right there. And then he said that line, and that was the signal to everybody except me because I was blinded. That was the signal that, yeah, Cody's going back to back. As if the mentions of Hulk Hogan, and fuck Hulk Hogan, by the way, and Stone Cold going back to back weren't enough. Yeah, that was the final nail in the coffin. Because after that, he says, yo, I ain't wait 10 years to lose to Dusty's kid. Unfortunately, you definitely waited 10 years to lose to Dusty's kid. Because he picked him up, was throwing him out. Cody reversed it. And that was that. Cody wins the Royal Rumble, the Men's Royal Rumble. He is going to finish the fucking story. I hope, bro. Please. This would have been 2 years in a row that Cody has won the Rumble and fucking lost to Roman. Please, I'm begging you, finish this goddamn story. We sacrificed CM Punk for this shit, man. But no, in all seriousness, I think that going into the Rumble, before like all the shit that happened with Seth's injury, I think the plan was to actually have CM Punk win this Rumble and, obviously him choose Seth. With the injury, I think that this was a good safety net. They had Cody. Cody's not injured. Roman's not injured. Roman's not going to be working until probably Crown Jewel, because they announced another February pay-per-view besides Elimination Chamber, so that's probably gonna be Roman's last stop before WrestleMania. But yeah, man, Cody is the Rumble winner. I wasn't upset at all, but I was upset as a Punk fan, but like I wasn't upset. I was just like, damn, it's supposed to be CM Punk, you know what I'm saying? But overall, the pay-per-view was good. I thoroughly enjoyed myself. I felt that the pacing was a little awkward a few times during a few of the matches. The camera work definitely needed fixing. I don't know what was up with that. I didn't enjoy it, but yeah, the Rumble was pretty good. It was unpredictable, like we were all predicting that it would be unpredictable. But yeah, I don't have any more thoughts after that. I enjoyed the Rumble, and the road to WrestleMania has officially begun. If you guys enjoyed this video, again, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I will catch y'all in the next one. Peace.